Hello, welcome viewers. So today I'm going to start the first prose of plus two first year, the prose standing up for yourself. Standing up for yourself. So this time just I am going to the context number one of the prose. So just before that, just I will give some the glimpse of thoughts or canvas of points, drops of some the wise points on that. It means that the standing up for yourself is being written by Yevgeny and Yevtoshenko. So it means that then how in his life that when was also he was neglected means his life was completely desolated. So as his parents were also divorced from each other and living separately at in different also places. So if anyone's child's just life just the parents become sort of diverse or they divergent from each other, then what would become the condition of the child, the situation of the life of the child, those who are deserted by their parents. So life becomes so much uncomfortable, detestable, and distasteful, and also charmless. Life becomes so strugglesome, very hardship, very painful. Life becomes for those who are being deserted by their parents. So now I will go to the context. First, number one. So here I will give some my lecture number one in the respect of the first context. So here, the writer was living in one of the flats just of the roadside that is quite peaceful and living in an empty flat. So there is no one is there. କାରଣ ସେ ଗୋଟେ ନିରୋଳା ଫ୍ଲାଟ୍ରେ ରହୁଥିଲେ କେଉଁଠି ନା ରୁଷର ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ରାସ୍ତା କଡ଼ରେ ଥିବା ଗୋଟେ ଫ୍ଲାଟ୍ରେ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ୱାଜ୍ ସୋ ପିସଫୁଲ୍ ପ୍ଲେସ୍ very calm, quiet, serene atmosphere was there. So Yevgeny Yevtoshenko was just living there alone in that flat. So their parents they are divorced, separated from each other, and the writer's father was living in Kazakhstan with his new wife and also his children, and her mother also living his geologist service or post, and here she also dived into the new the another that is job that was giving the musical concert to the one group of the soldiers just fighting in the war or battlefield. କାହିଁକି ତାଙ୍କ ବାପା କାଜାଖସ୍ତାନରେ ରହୁଥିଲେ ଏବଂ ତାଙ୍କର ବିକଜ ଦି ନ୍ୟୁଲି ମ୍ୟାରିଡ୍ ୱାଇଫ୍ ତାଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ରହୁଥିଲେ, ତାଙ୍କ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ରହୁଥିଲେ ଏବଂ ତାଙ୍କର ମାଆ ବି ରହୁଥିଲେ କେଉଁଠି ନା ଜଷ୍ଟ ଦି writer's mother, the mother was living just in one of the soldiers' camps because giving the musical entertainment, the musical enterprising to the group of soldiers, those just were fighting in the war. At the front means that is the battlefield, just war front. War front means where the two armies fighting in a war. जोड़े दी जन आर्मी फाइट करती सेठी से सैन्य मान कौन करते ना उत्साहित करते गिविंग एनकरेजमेंट्स गिविंग इंस्पिरेशन एंड सम गिविंग म्यूजिकल ट्यून्स व्हिच एनहांस्ड the charm and fighting just spirit brings out in the heart of the soldiers. जहाँ भी हो माता को से कैंप रोते सोल्जर मान को एनकरेज म्यूजिकल कनसर्ट दौते म्यूजिक परिचालना करते सेटारे. So I think then what happens in their lives of the writer at last? Writer's education was left to the street. Left to the street means so no care was taken, nobody was there giving protection, also just feeding him, taking care of him. So because left to the street, his education was left to the street means pura road chhap hoy jaytile, rasta ko padi jaytile. It means the road turned out to be his parents, the old guardian, and also the relatives, the friends, the philosopher. କାହିଁକି ନା ରାସ୍ତା ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ସବୁ କିଛି ପାଲଟି ଯାଇଥିଲା because everything he learnt or imbibed from gained the knowledge from the street. କାହିଁକିନା ରାସ୍ତାରୁ ସବୁ କିଛି ଶିକ୍ଷା ଲାଭ କରିଥିଲେ. ରାସ୍ତା ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ସବୁ କିଛି ଥିଲା, ଯେମିତି ପ୍ୟାରେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ପିତାମାତାଙ୍କ ଭଳି ଥିଲା ରାସ୍ତା, ସାଙ୍ଗ, ବନ୍ଧୁବାନ୍ଧବ, କୁଟୁମ୍ବ, ପରିବାର, ଫିଲୋସଫର ରାସ୍ତା ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ସବୁ କିଛି ପାଲଟି ଯାଇଥିଲା. It means he learned every aspect, the every element from the street he was just walking just through that. ଯାହା ବି ରାସ୍ତାରୁ ସବୁ କିଛି ଶିକ୍ଷା ଲାଭ କରିଥିଲେ. And then he had to just learn to speak elegantly. Speak elegantly means just to speak through the two part of the judge very stylishly and very excessively, very severely. ସେ ଗୁଟୁକା ଖାଇକି ଛିପ ପକାଉଥିଲେ very stylishly. ସେଇଟା ବି ରାସ୍ତା ତାଙ୍କୁ ଶିଖେଇଥିଲା. ତାଙ୍କୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଶିଖେଇଥିଲା ଟୁ ଜଷ୍ଟ ସ୍ମୋକିଂ ଭେରି ବ୍ୟାଡ୍ ହାବିଟ୍, ଭେରି ଇଞ୍ଜୁରିୟସ୍ ଫର୍ ହେଲ୍ଥ. ତେଣୁ ଗୁଟକା ଖାଇବା, ଧୂମପାନ କରିବା, এইটা ବି ତାକୁ ରାସ୍ତା ମଧ୍ୟ ଶିଖେଇଥିଲା. And to swear, always be ready, swear, to take strong promise, to take very hard promise, to take very established promise in his one's lives. ତେଣୁ ବହୁତ ଗୋଟେ ଶପଥ ନେଇଥିଲେ ଲାଇଫ୍ରେ ଟୁ କିପ୍ ହିଜ୍ ଫିଷ୍ଟ ରେଡ଼ି ଅଲୱେଜ୍. ତେଣୁ ତାଙ୍କ ମୁଷ୍ଟିକୁ ସବୁବେଳେ ସେ ରେଡ଼ି କରି ରଖୁଥିଲେ. ବିକଜ ଟୁ ଫେସ୍ ଦି ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜେସ୍, ଏନି ଟାଇପ୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜେସ୍ ଲାଇଫ୍. ବିକଜ he knows the life is quite strugglesome. Those people are living in the road sides. Those people are living on the road. ଯେଉଁମାନେ ରାସ୍ତାରେ ରହୁଛନ୍ତି, and their life becomes so pitiable. There is strugglesome life. There is no one giving protection to their life. And if he feels hungry, nobody is there also to feed him. If he falls sick, there is no one to nurse his life, take care of him. ତେଣୁ କେହି ବି ନାହାନ୍ତି ଯାହା ରାସ୍ତା ତାଙ୍କୁ କିଛି ଭଲ ଅଭ୍ୟାସ ବି ଶିଖେଇଛି, କିଛି ମନ୍ଦ ଅଭ୍ୟାସ ଶିଖେଇଛି. Because the tree has lot very huge lessons and very memorable lessons. That is in terms of giving also very good lessons as well as the bad lessons also. It means good lesson means that the street has taught him how to challenge, how to face the challenge, every odd and oddities in the lives, every painful situation in life, every that is the problematic conditions comes on the way, then you have to face very daring consequences with that. ତେଣୁ ସବୁକିଛି ସାମ୍ନା କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ୁଥିଲା. କାହିଁକି ନା ଏଠି ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଇନ୍ସପିରେସନ୍ ଦିଆଯାଇଛି, ଆରେ ବାବୁରେ ତୋ ପାଖରେ ତୋ ପଛରେ ଆଗରେ କେହି ନାହାନ୍ତି. You have to face the danger and you have to face the struggles of your life and you have to face the charmless of your life. କାରଣ ତୋ ଆଗରେ କେହି ନାହାନ୍ତି, ତୋ ପଛରେ କେହି ନାହାନ୍ତି, ତୋତେ ବିପଦକୁ ସାମ୍ନା କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ. ଆଉ ତୁ ଯଦି ବିପଦ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଗଲ୍ ଲାଇଫ୍ରେ ହାରିଗଲୁ, ତାହେଲେ ତୋ ଜୀବନର ଚାପ୍ଟର ଦି ଏଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ ଦି ଚାପ୍ଟର, ତାର ଲାଇଫ୍ରେ ଚାପ୍ଟର ଦି ଏଣ୍ଡ ହେଇଗଲା. ତେଣୁ ମଣିଷକୁ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଗଲ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ଲାଇଫ୍ରେ. ଏବଂ ପ୍ରତିକୂଳ ପରିସ୍ଥିତି ଯେତେ ଆସୁ, ଯେତେ ବିପଦ ଆସୁ, so whatever the typhoons also, the cyclones or the earthquakes that may come in the life, then we have to face very endearly and also very passionately, very daringly, very courageously and very vividly into that. ଯାହା ବି ବହୁତ ଆମକୁ ସାମ୍ନା କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼େ ପ୍ରତିକୂଳ ପରିସ୍ଥିତିରେ. ହାରିଗଲେ ଆମେ ବିପଦ ମୁଖରୁ ଯଦି ହାରିଯିବା, ଯଦି ବିପଦକୁ ସାମ୍ନା ନ କରିପାରିବା, ଯଦି ଜୀବନ ସଂଗ୍ରାମରେ ଆମେ ଛିଡ଼ା ନ ହେଇପାରିବା, ତାହେଲେ ଜୀବନଟା ଲାଇଫ୍ ୱିଲ୍ ବିକମ୍ ଟେଷ୍ଟଲେସ୍, ଭ୍ୟାଲ୍ୟୁଲେସ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଦି ଚାପ୍ଟର ୱିଲ୍ କମ୍ସ ଟୁ ଆନ୍ ଏଣ୍ଡ. ତା ଲାଇଫ୍ର ଚାପ୍ଟର ହିଁ ଶେଷ ହେଇଯିବ. ଯାହା ବି ହଉ, ସୋ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଲାଇନ୍ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଟେଲ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ରାଇଟର Yevgeny just learned one moral lesson. So those people are just mightier and stronger than others. So we must not be fearful of that. We must not be afraid of that, because we have to face very daringly, very courageously, and also into the full swing of confidence into that, and instill faith in our hearts. ଯାହା ବି ହଉ, ଆମଠୁ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଟିକେ ବଳଶାଳୀ ଲୋକ, ତାଙ୍କୁ ବି ଆମେ ଡରିଯିବା ଉଚିତ ନୁହଁ, ଆମେ ତାକୁ ସାମ୍ନା କରିବା ଉଚିତ. So I think in the case of the writer also the same thing was happened. So he learned the lesson. So that last I'm going to conclude before that just the first stanza. So the writer learned both the good as well as the bad lesson from this. That is, a good lesson, the street taught him to be daring, to be courageous, to fight against every odds and oddities in the lives. And another bad thing also he learned from the street, that just spitting elegantly, chepa pakaiba gutka khaikri, to smoking. I think it will just virtually or naturally, ultimately it will come into life, because if there is no parents, no guidance and also no relatives, ଯାହା ବି ହଉ, ଯାହାର କେହି ନାହାନ୍ତି, ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ତା ଲାଇଫ୍ରେ କିଛିଟା ଗୁଡ୍ as well as bad, ଦୁଇଟା ହିଁ ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଭାବରେ କିଛି ଘଷିବ, because two consequences one might get to do that. So up to that now, so I'll go to the next stanza. Till then, goodbye to all and thank you all.